guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and, well, looks like I'm back at it once again right about now, and, whoo boy. I guess I never get tired of course, talking about a brand new movie in theaters right about now, so yeah, thankfully with, of course, this one right about now, I'm in for a real treat to finally talk about this one, and believe it or not, and this is gonna be a big surprise for all of you. It's of course on another movie that I've been wanting to see for a long time now that I am really excited to see for sure. Pretty much going all the way back to early 2020 when I actually mentioned it, and whew, wow. Can't believe it took us that long right about now, and especially through numerous delays. Thanks a lot, COVID. So yeah, I guess if anything, it's finally out right about now, and I'm fully ready to officially talk about it right about now. So yeah, I guess if anything, I guess for today's thoughts video right about now, I guess we might as well dive right into another movie that had recently came out, which I guess it's pretty common nowadays for, of course, these thoughts videos right about now, but hey, whatever I see for all of you guys, I am guaranteed to, of course, give you my full-on thoughts on it in general, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say at that. Alright. So yeah, I guess if anything, for, of course, today's thoughts video right about now, we're actually, yeah, pretty much if anything, all thanks to, of course, the kind people at Crown City Cinemas, which, yeah, I guess it's pretty common nowadays. I really love going to that place a whole lot to catch a new movie. In fact, I've actually been seeing a new movie in theaters at that place way more than of course, any Regal cinemas that I actually visited in my area for sure, so. And that's saying a whole lot for sure, so. I mean, hey, as much as I love going to Regal cinemas, I guess it wouldn't hurt to actually give Crown City Cinemas a whole lot more love and respect right about now, so yeah. And I definitely know they're not as big as Regal, but hey, we all know the old saying, bigger doesn't always mean better, so yeah, I guess right about now I've relied on those guys once again to, of course, see a brand new movie that recently came out right about now, and yeah, like I said, it's of course on another movie that of course came out very recently that I've been super excited for well over 2 years now, so yeah, can't believe it took us that long right about now, but it's finally out and I'm fully ready to talk about it, so yeah, I guess if you, in case you guys wanted to know, for today's thoughts video right about now, I guess in terms of the movie I'm gonna be talking about, why don't we talk about something that's pretty much a movie about a video game, but mainly on an NPC that actually broke all the rules and decided to play the game like a regular player without anyone playing it, so yeah, I guess if anything, that's pretty much the good way to, of course, say it right about now. But the alternative way I can actually put it, think of this movie being a bit like, as a lot of other people are saying right about now, basically Ready Player One mixed in with The Truman Show, alongside, combined all together, with Grand Theft Auto. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear on, of course, what I mean by, of course, this movie I'm gonna be talking about. But in case you actually missed out, for today's thoughts video right about now, I'm of course going to be talking about the brand new comedy that just recently came out, simply known as Free Guy. So yeah, I guess you can immediately tell right about now, and especially going back a bit to early 2020 when I talked about this one, and even earlier this year when I talked about it again, to which, of course, for the former, it's in my top 10 movies I'm excited to see in 2020, and of course I did talk about it again with the latter that I mentioned being, of course, the top 10 movies I'm excited to see in 2021, So, yeah, I can immediately tell I am super excited to actually see Free Guy when I actually first knew about it for sure. And, well, after quite a long time of waiting, the movie is finally out right about now. And, yes, folks, much like all the other movies I did originally slate to see right around last year, but didn't get to because of the pandemic, to eventually lead to, of course, this year, I finally got the opportunity to officially see this movie, and, well, here I am officially talking about it right about now, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say at that front. Alright. Alright, so now to pretty much best describe, of course, this movie right but now, I think I might as well do a little bit of backstory. Now I remember when I actually first saw the trailers for, of course, this movie, dating all the way back to, of course, late 2019, right about now, I did look at them and I thought, huh, this looks interesting. I mean, it doesn't look anything groundbreaking or anything like that. Sure, it does have some stuff that of course has been done before right but now, but this somehow interests me, and I'm actually very eager to see when it actually comes out. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can get from, of course, this movie when I first saw the trailers for, of course, this one. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say, and if anything, for, of course, pretty much a comedy starring Ryan Reynolds that takes place in a video game right about now, that actually did intrigue me for a bit, almost like being like a more grounded version of Deadpool, but mixing it in with a lot more edgier version of Detective Pikachu. That's pretty much what I did gather in my mind when I first saw the trailers for, of course, this movie. So yeah, either way, I was actually really excited for, of course, this movie, and I am eager to go see it when it actually comes out. But, of course, like every other movie that was scheduled to come out last year, plans immediately change for sure, and yeah, I will say this movie is constantly delayed numerous times right by now, again, mainly in regards to COVID-19 getting in the way of course, all of that, and yeah, I certainly don't blame the movies for being delayed because they have to deal with the pandemic for sure, and so yeah, I don't blame those movies in particular. I'm fine with, of course, waiting another long while until they eventually come out. But I did blame the pandemic for, of course, not giving us any of that for sure. I mean, seriously, people, yeah, pretty much not respecting other people's health, resulting in thousands of people getting sick right about now. You've made me, well, sick, to be honest. Not literally, to be honest. I mean verbally. You've verbally made me sick right about now. Yeah, it's disgusting for sure. I mean, seriously. Do you seriously forget about good hygiene right about now? What's wrong with you people? So, alright, yeah, go put my anchor towards COVID out of the way right about now because I want to focus on this. So yeah, mainly focusing on this movie right about now. But hey, regardless, I guess if anything, I did have to wait another long while until this movie would eventually come out right about now. So yeah, after numerous delays right about now, the movie is finally out right about now, and I'm not talking for the fact that it's released onto digital, like of course any other movie would, nor is of course released onto streaming services, pretty much like a few other movies that I've actually seen through streaming services, nor to even get a simultaneous release, being both on the big screen or on a streaming service, to which, given for the case of this movie, even though this movie is released by 20th Century Studios and it's under Disney, no, this movie is not released onto Disney Plus just yet, so yeah, give it a while, it'll eventually get there soon enough. No, it just mainly, yeah, they just released this movie onto the big screen, and that's it. Nothing much else. So yeah, I think that's actually the best way to, of course, put out this movie right about now. I mean, as much as I like the idea of course, what Disney and Warner Brothers did by releasing their movies in both theaters and on their streaming services, I think it feels great every once in a while to, of course, see a movie directly onto the big screen, and nothing much else, for sure. I mean, hey, look, I guess they must have taken notes on what A Quiet Place Part 2 did, and that worked out pretty well for sure, so yeah, now that I've actually got the opportunity to officially see it right about now, and yes, I did finally go see it right around today, depending on when I'm recording this, I guess the only question remains, what do I think of this movie overall? Well, I have to say, for what it is, I love this movie for sure, so yeah, I guess for what it is, I think it's actually a pretty engaging, pretty impressive, and yet pretty amazing, but yet somehow massively smart comedy by far. So yeah, I guess either way, it's not perfect by all means, but I think it's actually a really great comedy right about now. So yeah, I guess whatever the case, I love this movie hands down. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that front. Alright. So yeah, now that I've got the short version out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and well, explain why by talking about everything that I need to talk about. First of all is, of course, the story of this movie. Now, I will have to say, the story, of course, of this movie, I do think it's actually a really engaging one by far. Again, I think pretty much retaining, of course, pretty much the main theme of this movie, to which everyone is actually comparing it to, of course, well, Ready Player One and The Truman Show, while pretty much combining them all together with the massive theming of Grand Theft Auto. So yeah, that's actually a pretty impressive one by far. Just those two movies I mentioned combined all together with Grand Theft Auto for sure. And let's not forget to mention a couple others that they also including as well. Those being The Matrix and the Lego movies. So yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that all four of those movies that I mentioned by far are actually pretty good by far, though I still have yet to actually see pretty much half of them by far, like of course The Truman Show I know I'm definitely missing out on, and as for The Matrix, I'll eventually get right on to, of course, seeing that one as soon as the newest one is coming out later on, but I definitely know I did see Ready Player One, which is actually really good, and the Lego movie was really awesome when I saw that one for sure, So yeah, pretty much combining all four of those movies that I actually mentioned, but mixing all together with Grand Theft Auto, to which I never actually played that game because I'm not really that into it, but I do hear it's really good by far, so yeah, I guess for the case of the story of course, this movie, I think it's actually a really engaging one by far. I just really like the way it's actually structured out for sure, and I just really enjoyed how well crafted they actually threw into it by far, while making it stand out well on its own. So yeah, and with of course everything else that I should mention story-wise, I think it's actually pretty done for sure, being pretty much going in the similar route as say Wreck-It Ralph, for example, as being like a video game movie about video games. Yeah. yeah, that's pretty much the best way I can describe it right about now. But for what it is, I think it's actually a really engaging story right about now. I am immediately hooked on, of course, this one by far, and of course, the game itself that the movie takes place in is actually really great by far, but more on that later. So yeah, I really like the story, of course, of this movie. It is actually a really engaging one by far. And of course, not only that, I also find the film's writing right about now to also be absolutely fantastic right about now. I just really love on how well crafted this story is for sure, and I think they really did an impressive job with, of course, what they're doing, and plus, it also mixed in with some really great comedy for sure. Yeah. So yeah, I think with, of course, what I'm seeing, I think pretty much almost each and every single joke in, of course, this movie, I ended up getting a really good laugh out of course, almost every single one of them by far. That's how impressive it is for sure. So yeah, much like how I felt about the story, the writing, I have to say, is really well crafted, and again, the comedy actually works really well. I really loved on how well it turned out, and I think it's actually really great, as it really did give me a really great laugh out of almost every single one of them. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that portion. Alright. Okay, so now that I've actually got those two out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about the next thing that I need to talk about. First of all is, of course, the characters right about now. So yeah, I guess if anything, I actually find the characters in, of course, this movie to be all the more likable for sure, and I find them to be really great by far, and plus I also really enjoyed on how well developed every single one of them actually turned out. I think they actually did an incredible job with, of course, what they're trying to do right about now, and even discovering, of course, what flaws they need to tackle and how they're going to overcome them actually is actually really great. I just love the way it actually turned out for sure. So yeah, I really love the characters, of course, this movie. I really do get hooked on, of course, every single one of them. Now, for the actors that came on board to, of course, play all these characters in, of course, this movie, I will have to say, I actually really love on how well casted this movie is, and all the actors that came on board to be in this movie, they pulled off some really great performances right about now. I think with every single one of them I've actually seen, I think it's pretty much what I normally expect out of course, a really smart comedy by far, and with, of course, every single one of them, they actually did their job flawlessly in this movie. So yeah, and of course, there's no doubt in my mind that seeing how Ryan Reynolds is, of course, in this movie, I think it's appropriate enough to say, I think he actually pulled off a really great performance in, of course, this movie. Just pretty much from what I could gather, pretty much combining of course, the humor and style that he put into the first two Deadpool movies, while mixing in with, of course, the really incredible performance that he did in Detective Pikachu, and combine them all together for, of course, this performance in, of course, this movie right about now. I will have to say, I think Ryan Reynolds actually really did an incredible job in this movie. I think it is, of course, another great one by far that he has actually done for sure. So yeah, pretty much being a bit more of a grounded version of Deadpool, but still retaining the likable personality for when he played Detective Pikachu. So yeah, I really do admire Ryan Reynolds' performance in, of course, this movie. He actually did his job flawlessly for sure, and he pulled off a great performance. And how can I not forget pretty much another actor that of course came on board for this movie that I somehow recognized very recently, which is Taika Waititi. So yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that even though I never actually have actually seen any of his work in recent years by far, I will have to say Taika Waititi actually pulled off another great performance, and of course this movie right about now. I just really love on how manipulative his character is. I just really love on how scheming and maniacal that he is. Yeah, while of course trying his best to be like a fun, likable jerk by far. So yeah, I guess for whatever the case, Taika Waititi has of course pulled off a really great performance in of course this movie right about now, and I just really like the way he actually turned out for of course his character that he's playing. So. And of course, I should mention this right about now. This movie includes several cameos by far. Is that well, seeing of how this is a movie about a video game right about now, they actually were kind enough to bring in some cameos from some well-known gamers online. Those being ranging, of course, from Twitch streamers to YouTube channels, and that's just to name a few right about now. In fact, one of them that I should mention this right about now, and this is going to be a really big shock for all of you, is that, believe it or not, this movie actually includes a really nice cameo from a well-known Let's Player on YouTube, Jacksepticeye. So yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind. I actually think Jacksepticeye is a really great YouTuber right about now, and I think he does a fine job with, of course, every single one of his videos for sure. But just by getting to see him and, of course, this movie right about now, that just makes it all the more engaging, and yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind. I was actually thrilled to actually see Jacksepticeye and, of course, this movie right about now. That just makes it all the more impressive right about now. In fact, speaking of which, I wonder if Delmar Mullins actually knew about Jacksepticeye being a free guy. If he did, then that'll be an interesting story to tell him. So yeah, I'm actually really impressed that they got Jacksepticeye and of course this movie right about now, and of course another thing that I should bring up right about now is that it also including a really special cameo by of course the host of Jeopardy himself, which is of course the late Alex Trebek. So yeah, I think I know, I guess it's actually no big surprise seeing of how I already got a brand new What the Pickup episode that's going to be coming out next month that does revolve around Alex Trebek right about now, and hey, once it actually does come out, you'll soon see why for sure. So. But hey, getting to see him, and of course this movie is. Excuse me, yeah, getting to see him and of course this movie is also really great by far, and I think he actually did a fine job and of course this one. So yeah, whatever the case, seeing of how I brought up all four of those mentions that I should mention right about now, much like on how I felt about the characters, all the actors that came on board for of course this movie, they pulled off some really great performances in my opinion. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say at that. Alright, so now that I've got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Well, quite a whole lot actually. First of all, pretty much the visuals and the effects, let alone the entire world of the game in this movie, Free Siggy, they're actually really amazing right about now. I just think it actually really is incredibly well done, and I just really love on how well on how well this movie actually looks right about now, and of course, let's not forget to mention they threw in some interesting callbacks to, of course, some other well-known video games that they brought in for, of course, this one for sure, and even some interesting Easter eggs that they actually threw in for sure. So yeah, if you're willing to, of course, see this movie, definitely be on the lookout for several Easter eggs right about now. So yeah, whatever the case, the visuals and the effects in this movie are really amazing, and I really love the entire world of Free City, and of course this movie. It really makes it all the more engaging right about now, and I just really love how well it turned out. And I still love for the fact that they did actually mix it up a bit, like of course at one moment where of course we're in the world of the game, and of course in the next moment we're in the real world right about now. So yeah, there's no two worlds coming together for this one. No, they actually went back and forth a little bit, pretty much for of course this movie right about now. Like of course at one moment we will be in Free City, and in the next moment we will be in the real world, and vice versa. So yeah, I think that's actually really engaging right about now, and that still makes it all the more impressive right about now. So yeah, and plus pretty much the direction of course this movie right about now, which is of course based on my research right about now, it's of course done by the same guy that gave us, well, the Night at the Museum movies for sure. I'd say the direction that, of course, the director of course, this movie brought in for, of course, this one actually flows out massively well, giving, like, its own style for sure, and yeah, I think it's actually incredibly well done for sure, and I just really love how well it turned out, and plus, I really do admire how well shot this movie is, with some really great cinematography. I also really love how well crisp and clean, of course, this movie is in terms of its editing for sure, and it's cut up massively well with, of course, what it's trying to do. So yeah. What else can I say about this one by far? But yeah, I think with, of course, everything I've actually said about this one, that actually makes Free Guy a really smart, but yeah, pretty impressive comedy for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say at that. Alright. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much everything that I can say, of course, this movie right about now. But if there's actually one problem that I actually did find myself with, of course, this movie right about now, is that, for while there are some things that I actually really enjoy right about now, I will strongly admit that maybe some scenes, of course, this movie right about now must have dragged on for a bit too long right about now. Like, pretty much at any given point, well, every once in a while, for sure, is that I think I would just be, yeah, I think I would just watching this movie, and I would probably yawn a little. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, a good number of scenes right about now. And given to the reaction I gave to, of course, those particular scenes, maybe I think they would have been caught up for sure, and I think this movie would have been fine with, of course, without them for sure. So, but yeah, I guess that's pretty much what I can say as probably why my one problem I have with Dig, but the rest still turned out fantastic. So. And of course, I should mention this right now as kind of a bit of an accident I have. I accidentally squirted water onto, of course, one of the lenses on my glasses. So for a small portion of course, this movie, I pretty much had to watch, again, a small portion of this movie without my glasses off. So yeah, I think it's not particularly because I cringe or anything that I didn't actually not like. No, I literally had to take off my glasses and clean them with my shirt while, of course, I'm seeing the movie on the screen right about now. So yeah. that's pretty much the one major accident I had for sure, and thankfully I did get that resolved pretty quickly, and yeah, still went on as normal for sure. So yeah, completely fine right about now, and I just need to bring that up for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that part. Alright, so I guess with everything that I have to say right but now, overall, Free Guy, I will have to say, in my opinion, is actually a really impressive, really engaging, and really smart comedy that I actually really enjoyed for sure. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything I'm seeing right about now, from the story to the characters to the actors, to how well crafted the writing is, to how funny the jokes and the comedy is by far, and everything else that I should mention this right about how that actually makes this movie all the more engaging right about now. It's not really pitch perfect right about now. In fact, it nearly comes close to, of course, being on that front right about now. But for what it is, I still think it's actually well worth checking out for sure. So yeah, I couldn't help but fully recommend this movie hands down. And hey, if it's playing in your movie theater right but now, definitely go see it for sure. So yeah, really enjoyed Free Guy, a really impressive but yet pretty smart comedy for sure, and I enjoyed it hands down. So yeah, for my final score right about now, I'm of course going to give this movie pretty much an 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, almost coming close to being pitch perfect, but I think I would definitely put on the category of a movie that I saw which is actually great by far. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say on that front right but now. So yeah, if you want to see this movie for yourself, then definitely go ahead and do so. So yeah, strap on to, of course, your pretty much your gaming equipment, and of course pretty much, well, play your game to, of course, see this movie for yourself. So yeah, pretty much a bad way to actually say it, but hey, whatever the case, definitely go see this movie for yourselves. That's pretty much what I can say at that. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have to say about this one. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and let me know in the comment section below if you have seen Free Guy and what you thought about it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites that I have provided with, of course, the links down in the description box below. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see some sneak peeks to some videos that I got coming up, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future. So, whew, yeah. Eyes a little itchy right about now. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video right about now, and yeah. I guess whatever the case, definitely be on the lookout for another one very soon, once I actually gain the time right about now, if I'm not too busy working on videos right about now. So, but hey, whatever one that's going to be coming out right about now, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Yeah, I'll be sure to let you guys know for sure. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and you know what? No. I can't end this video off with pretty much like I normally do with, of course, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. No, I'm actually gonna end this one with, of course, an old catchphrase that I normally said to close off my videos. Well, mixing in a little something that's in context with, of course, this movie. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and do it this way. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And with that said, this is Ackleyattack4427 saying peace out, and, well, don't have a good day, have a great day. So yeah, I think you pretty much get the idea. So yeah, I'll just end it right there. Take care, guys.